Hello. I'm going to do a video that's a little different. I've actually already opened the box and I'm holding the camera myself instead of using the neck mount. Um, this was an auction or a listing on Mercari, and it came up and it was listed. It was a color sorted bags. As you can see in here, we got the blue and the tan and mostly white. A couple of them opened up in the shipping. I have not pulled any of these bags out of the box yet. I did pull the Star Wars box out and looked at it, and then there was a bag of minifigures, and this other little Star Wars crushed box was with there. And there's been a few loose pieces that have been in the packing material because they had some bags open up, but that happens. I get that. And they had weighed each of the bags and listed like the white was this heavy and this was that heavy and whatnot. I'm like, okay. And so I added it all up. It was like 56 pounds in just the color sorted bags, not including some of these sealed bags you see here or these boxes and plates and whatnot. So I went ahead and bought it. I became a little bit concerned when the shipping on it came through at 19 pounds. They said, "Oh, it's been shipped," and I looked at it and it said, "Okay, it's coming from this place and it's 19 pounds." I'm like, "Well, it should be 56 plus." So I was a little concerned about that, but I'm like, "Well, maybe they got the weight wrong, at some point for the shipping." Box arrived and it was larger than I was expecting for 19 pounds, and I brought it in, and before I opened it up at all, I weighed it, and it came in at 33 pounds. I'm like, "Okay, so they misclaimed the weight of the box by 14 pounds. I could see a couple of pounds being off, but 14 seems a little excessive unless it was intentional. And then because of that, I then contacted them and said, okay, is there another box coming? Because the listing clearly said that these bags themselves added up to 56 pounds plus these other items, and this box is only 33. And they're like, no, everything's in the one box. I'm like, oh, okay. And so their first thing was, well, my scale might be off. Well, that's not my problem. My issue is that two things occurred. And the first one affects me directly, and the second one does not affect me directly, but it's more an indirect. And the first one is that they misrepresented the weights of the bags. And at one point he said, well, if you add in the weights of the boxes and stuff, no, you don't understand. It's if you weigh everything, the entire shipping box was 33. The colored bags should have been 56 right off the top. So anyway, I told him I'll keep it because I don't want to deal with trying to. He said, "Oh, you can just return it." Like, well, I'm not paying return shipping on this at 56 pounds plus, whatever it should, or at 33 pounds, and then having you just refund my purchase price. That's not happening. So anyway, we came to an agreement at the end, but basically, and he didn't seem to understand some. He was listed as being on Mercari since 2021. So he's a new seller. 25 things have sold. I'm not going to mention who it is, but he didn't seem to want to take any of the advice I gave him. I've been selling stuff online for over 20 years, and I said, well, look, when he talked about the shipping, he's like, oh, well, I always put it in like 17 or 19 pounds because people don't want to pay a higher shipping cost. I'm like, okay, so you're defrauding the the service you paid for the shipping through. I'm like, that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. And so I suggested to him, like, well, just raise the price by what the shipping cost could be and offer free shipping so that there's never that issue. He said, oh, well, free shipping cost me a lot. You didn't listen to me. I said raise the price. So if you think your high-end shipping is going to be 35 bucks, you charge $35 more and offer free shipping. Didn't seem to understand that concept. And I realize it's not for everybody. They want to be competitive with a price point or whatever, but there are people that look for free shipping, and that there's a value in that to people, especially with the advent of Amazon offering free shipping. Because he told me, well, I'm not Amazon. Well, I'm not asking you to be Amazon. I'm asking you to be truthful in your listing with how heavy these bags of colored sorted pieces are, and then ship it in a way that is appropriate. In any case, so I just wanted to make a quick video about that. I think people should be careful about where they're buying their parts from. It's like now on Mercari, if somebody says they have a bulk lot of pieces, do I have to email them and say, oh, is this actually the weight you're saying? Because I bought in the past and it wasn't actually the weight. And it just seems ridiculous. It shouldn't be my responsibility to double check something that's in the listing. The other thing he complained about is, well, like they limit the ad length and I ran out of space. Not my problem. Okay? If you list the weights in there, that should be the weight. Now, and he listed them to decimal place, like 3.3 pounds. So like if he told me his white was 3.3 pounds, which it wasn't, but if he had said that and I got it and it was 3.2, I'm not going to complain. Tenth of a pound, even 0.2 of a pound wouldn't have been a problem. But these are multiple pounds off. I mean, this box should have weighed 56.3 pounds just with the color sorted pieces, not including the boxes, the plates, the sealed bags, all that stuff, and then the box itself. So my guess is the box probably should have weighed closer to about 60 pounds, and it was 33. So yeah, I wasn't particularly happy about that. But in any case, that is the video for today. Thank you very much.